I am going to combine the second half of his response in Luke, hereafter you shall see the Son of Man on the right hand of the power of God, with Matthew and Mark. But because he responds at the end and says, you say that I am, I was thinking of combining Mark's response, I am, with you say that I am, at the end. And starting with how Matthew starts, you have said, meaning yes. But the reason why I don't want to do that is because at the end is only where Jesus responds in the affirmative. You say that I am, yes. Matthew, Mark have it at the beginning, so if I was going to choose between one of the two, I'm definitely going to go with Luke, because it's like his statement, their response, his final statement, which is more interesting and it's more thorough than their full question, his full answer, parsed together. So I'm going to have his response to their questioning about him being the Son of God at the end. But I'm still going to have his response at the beginning, because at the beginning they're asking two things. Are you the Christ and Son of the Blessed? So I'm going to have a response in the affirmative first, and his final response in the affirmative at the end. And I want to have I am, just I am, because that is abundantly clear. Like he responded to those who are arresting him, he's saying he's God. So I'm going to use I am at the beginning, which means I'll combine that with Luke. But I'm not going to say, you say that I am. So Matthew begins, Jesus says to him, Mark, and Jesus said. Luke, I'm not going to use the intro there because that's later on in the morning. And is only Mark. Jesus is both. I'm going to go with says. To him is only Matthew. Mark is just said. Now, just Mark. Actually, no, not just Mark. I am. That's also Luke. As I explained more fully in 662, I will be including this second affirmative statement by Jesus after they asked him again, as recorded in Luke, are you then the Son of God? I'm just going to have it all as one question. Are you the Christ, the Son of God? And Jesus, one statement, yes. And he's fulfilling the prophecy in Daniel. Which means I'm going to put all of you say that I am from Luke. Which means this you is both Luke and Matthew. I can use this and at the beginning of the statement, and the word to. And is now Mark and Luke. To, from says to him, is Matthew and Luke. And Jesus says to him, you say that I am. I like this a whole lot more because it is the statement I am from Mark. It is the entire phrase, you say that I am, from Luke, and it's a lot closer to the statement from Matthew, you have said. Originally, I wanted to just have I am from Mark and Luke because it's similar to his statement earlier when they arrested him, I am, as God called himself out from the burning bush to Moses. That's poetic and I like it, but it's more appropriate to include a combination of the statements from Matthew, Mark, and Luke, as I've done throughout the entire rest of this project, instead of just picking one because I like it more. This is the best. Matthew continues, "Nevertheless, I say to you, hereafter shall you see the Son of Man sitting on the right hand of power." Mark has, "And you shall see the Son of Man sitting on the right hand of power." Luke, the part that I'm going to combine, "Hereafter shall the Son of Man sit on the right hand of power." Mark is the only one where it just says, "And you shall see." Matthew and Luke both have "hereafter." The statement from Matthew, however, where it says, "Nevertheless, I say to you," it makes sense to have him say, "I say to you," or "and I say to you." I could do that from Mark, "and then I say to you." But the "nevertheless," that doesn't quite make any sense, because he's continuing with his statement of proving to them, "Yes, I am God in the flesh." Saying "I am" is part of him confirming, "I am God in human form, in the flesh." So to say "nevertheless, you'll see me at the right hand of God," fulfilling the prophecy from Daniel, showing God next to God, which is utterly confusing, but still true. I don't think "nevertheless" makes as much sense. Nevertheless, I see as, even though this other thing is true. It's like they're differing. You may be young, nevertheless, you can still fulfill this task, right? Even though you have this obstacle, this problem, this can still be done. So, contrary to this first portion, the second portion, that's what I see "nevertheless" as. So it doesn't quite make as much sense for him to say "yes, but yes." I don't think that works. So I'm just going to leave off "nevertheless." I'll go with "and I say to you." And from Mark. The rest of the words from Matthew, "I say to you." "And I say to you, hereafter," Matthew and Luke, "hereafter shall you see the Son of Man." Mark has "you shall see the Son of Man." Luke just goes right into "shall the Son of Man sit at the right hand." I'm going to begin with "shall," the order from Matthew and Luke. So that's all three. "Then you see the Son of Man." Shall the Son of Man. So "you see" is only in Matthew. Well, "you see" is in Mark. It's just out of order from Mark. Matthew and Mark, "you see the Son of Man." All three. And Luke, because he skipped "see," it just has "sit on the right hand of power of God." Matthew and Mark have the Son of Man sitting on the right hand of power. And sitting on the right hand. So I'll have "sitting." The first part is all three, but the ting is only Matthew, Mark. Matthew on the right hand of power. Mark on the right hand of power. Luke on the right hand of the power of God. I'll add "of God" from Luke, which means I have to have "the." Matthew has another statement, "and coming in the clouds of heaven." Mark, "and coming in the clouds of heaven." And Luke doesn't have that, so I'll finish up with Matthew and Mark. and coming in the clouds of heaven. It's all the same. Now that is the end of all three. Except there's a bit more in Luke, their response, which I will have as the next paragraph because I have a lot of switching going on here.